grandfather fought a war they made a movie about. My father fought a war they built a monument for. I fought a war they changed the subject about. When it came up at dinner parties in the years after, which is a different kind of monument, I suppose. They gave us the same speech they give every generation about duty and country and the thing worth fighting for. We were young enough to believe that the speech was written for our particular situation, rather than kept on file for whoever needed it that decade. And I don't blame the speech, I don't even blame the people who gave it. I blame the distance between the giving of speeches and the receiving of consequences. Born the wrong year for the right kind of war. Born the wrong year for the story they tell after. Born the wrong year into the kind of history that doesn't make the monuments, just the arguments about whether it counts. Born the wrong year. There's a man I know who came back from the same place I did, who doesn't talk about it the way I don't talk about it. And we understand each other in the specific way that people understand each other when they share a thing that has no name in polite company. The speech about duty and country, I'm asking you to say out loud that some things that happened. That's all. Just say it happened. Born the wrong year for the right kind of war. Born the wrong year for the story they tell after. Born the wrong year into the kind of history that doesn't make the monuments, just the arguments about whether it counts. Born the wrong year. the green of anywhere I've been before. It's a different green, a green that has opinions about you, a green that is watching and deciding, and has been here 10,000 years longer than anything you brought with you. At night the green makes sounds that I have memorized, the way you memorize the sounds of a house. You've lived in long enough to know what's the building and what's something else. I know the green sounds the way I know what's the green and what's something else. And the something else has been getting louder, and the green has been getting closer. The green closes in at night. The green doesn't care about right. The green was here before the fight, and the green will be here after every last one of us is gone. The green, the I've learned to love it the way you learn to love the thing that might kill you, with a complicated respect for its indifference. There are flowers here that have no names in English, and birds and a river that runs a color that I have no word for in any language I speak. In the dream, the green is everywhere. In the dream, there is no edge to it, no road out, no color that isn't green. And in the dream, I stop looking for the edge, and I become part of it. when they took him in the April of the year that everything went sideways in this town. He had a job at the garage and a girl on Prospect Avenue, and a father who said go, and a mother who said don't. They sent him back in October in a box with a flag on it, and a letter that said something about honor, and something about courage, and something about grateful nation, which are the words they use when the words they mean are different words entirely. And the girl on Prospect Avenue stood at the funeral in a black dress she bought for something else. And the father who said go didn't say anything at all. 19 and gone before he knew what 20 felt like. 19 and gone with a flag and a letter for the price. 19 and gone, and the town goes on the way towns go on without their boys. 19 and gone, 19 and gone. There's a name on the wall in Washington that his mother goes to see every year on the April of the year they took him. She puts her hand on it the way you put your hand on something that's all that's left. I'm asking you to say his name, Bobby Crane. 19 from this town, gone. Say the name, 19 and gone, before he knew what 20 felt like. 19 and gone, with a flag and a letter for the prize. 19 and gone, and the town goes on the way towns go on without their boy. 19 and gone, 19 and gone. And gone. I know the names of the ones who didn't. The way you know the names of the ones who didn't. Not because anyone asked me to, but because not knowing them seemed like a second thing to do to them. Danny Marsh from Beaumont, Tommy Lee from somewhere in Carolina, a kid named Prentice whose last name I never learned, which has bothered me for 30 years. I have been asked why I made it by people who mean well, by people who want the story to have a reason, a purpose, a lesson that makes the arithmetic work out. I tell them I don't know, which is the only honest answer I have to that particular question. And the not knowing is the thing that wakes me at 3 in the morning, in the particular way that the arithmetic that doesn't work out wakes you. For the ones who didn't, I carry their name. For the ones who didn't, it's the least of the things. For the ones who didn't, who were 19 and 20 and full of the same things I was full of. For the ones who didn't, I am still here, which is both the answer and the question. For the ones who didn't. Had a joke he told every morning. It wasn't a good joke, but he told it every morning, and we laughed every morning. Because Danny Marsh at 6 in the morning in the rain, telling a bad joke was the best thing about 6 in the morning in the rain. I still laugh at it, sometimes in the car, alone. The flight home was 11 hours, and I spent them trying to remember how to be the version of me that left. 14 months ago, on the off chance that version was what was waiting at the gate. My mother made the same food she always made. and the chair was exactly right, and I was in exactly everything else. And everyone wanted me to be fine, and I wanted to be fine for them. And we were all working so hard at the farm that nobody mentioned the other thing in the room. I came home different to a home that stayed the same. I came home different, and different has no frame. For the kitchen and the mother and the food exactly right. I came home different, and I'm learning what different means from the inside of different, coming home different. The girl I left is still the same girl, which is wonderful and complicated in the way that wonderful and complicated are often the same thing. She looks at me like she's trying to find the version she remembers, and I look back like I'm trying to find it too. And sometimes we both find it for a minute, and that minute is everything. I came home different to a home that stayed the same. I came home different, and different has no frame. For the kitchen and the mother and the food exactly right. I came home different, and I'm learning what different means from the inside of different, coming home different. I wanna be clear that I'm grateful for every minute of the kitchen and the mother and the food exactly right, and the girl who was still the same girl. I just need a little time to find the place where what I saw and what I'm seeing now can exist in the same person. I'm working on it every day. I'm working on it. I came home different to a home that stayed the same. I came home different, and different has no frame. For the kitchen and the mother and the food exactly right. I came home different, and I'm learning what different means from the inside of different, coming home different. Coming home different. in the middle of the Georgia summer. Said, boys, you're going somewhere. Didn't say where, didn't have to. We all knew where the buses went that summer. Red clay road from the county line to the draft board on the corner of Main. My daddy drove it when his number came. His daddy drove it in the other war. And here I am, driving it again in a different kind of rain. They keep saying it's a different kind of war. They keep saying it's a different kind of fight. They keep saying a lot of things from a long way away from the thing down the red clay road where the buses go. Down the red clay road where the young men go. Down the red clay road and they don't come back the same. Down the red clay road with somebody else's name on their lips when they sleep. Red clay road. I wrote my girl a letter, said I'd be home by Christmas. The way they all say home by Christmas, the way they always say home by Christmas and mean it every time. Stood at the end of the driveway until the bus turned the corner, and I watched her getting smaller in the back window until the road curved and she was gone. And I thought, that's the last thing a man should see before a war. His mother getting smaller in a back window. Down the red clay road where the buses go. Down the red clay road where the young men go. Down the red clay road and they don't come back the same. Down the red clay road with somebody else's name on their lips when they sleep. Red clay road. Red clay road. taller than a man, taller than the reason anyone here, and the smoke from things I won't name sits in the green like it belongs there. In the triple canopy where the light comes down, in specific columns like God is spotlighting things for reasons I can't figure. There are birds that I have never seen before, singing songs I don't have words for. And I think about whether the birds know what's happening here below them in the specific columns of light. And I think they do, and I think they're singing about it, and I think their song is the better version of everything we're doing here. Smoke and elephant grass and the light coming down. Smoke and elephant grass and the particular sound of everything being exactly what it is and nothing being what they said it was from far away. Smoke and elephant grass and the birds knowing better. I wrote a poem in the red dirt with the stick about the light and the birds and the grass, and then it rained and the poem became the dirt again, which I think was probably the right ending for that poem. Available time. And there are birds whose songs I will never hear again. And both of these things live in the same place inside me, which is the thing about war, that the people who send you to it don't put in the letter. And the light coming down. Smoke and elephant grass and the particular sound of everything being exactly what it is and nothing being what they said it was from far away. Smoke and elephant grass and the birds knowing better. It's the rainy season now, which is different from the dry season, mostly in the ways you'd expect, in some ways you wouldn't. I think about the kitchen in your mother's house on Sunday afternoon, afternoons more than I think about almost anything else. Dear Carol, they gave us 2 hours on a Sunday, and I spent the first hour writing this, and the second hour deciding whether to send it, and then the hours ended. And here it is, being sent, which I suppose answers the question. I want to tell you something that I didn't say before I got on the bus, that I should have said before I got on the bus, that I've been practicing saying in the particular quiet that happens here at 4 in the morning, when the rain stops for a few minutes and everything gets very clear. I love you, Carol, in the specific way that makes everything else make sense. I love you, Carol, in the way I didn't have language for before I came here and found language for everything. I love you, Carol. Come Sunday, I'll be thinking about your mother's kitchen and you in it, and that will be enough to get me through whatever Monday brings. Dear Carol, I have 7 more pages that I've decided not to send. They say too much about things that would worry you in ways I don't want you to be worried. So this is the version that arrives, the Sunday kitchen version, the I love you version, the version I want you to keep. I love you, Carol. If something happens, don't let them give you the efficient version of what I was. Tell them the kitchen version. Tell them the Sunday version. Tell them the I love you version. Tell them that's the true one. That's the one. Worth keeping. I love you, Carol, in a specific way that makes everything else make sense. I love you, Carol, in the way I didn't have language for before I came here and found language for everything. I love you, Carol. Come Sunday, I'll be thinking about your mother's kitchen and you in it. particular heat that sits on everything here like a hand. I've been here long enough to forget what cold feels like. Long enough to stop dreaming about the things I used to dream about, and start dreaming about the river and the green and the dark, and waking up from it. And the river keeps moving and the green keeps growing over everything we leave here. Mekong running dark tonight, Mekong running wide, Mekong carrying everything we left on either side. Mekong don't remember names, Mekong don't keep time, Mekong just keeps moving through everything we called a reason for being here. Mekong, Mekong. There's a kid from Ohio, sleeps 2 foxholes down, who talks in his sleep about a girl named Carol, and a car he's fixing, and a dog whose name I know better than my own. By now he's 19, which seems impossible from here. Before the first war, and the second war, and this war, and it will be here after whatever comes next, moving the way rivers move, without caring what we called it while we were here. Mekong running dark tonight, Mekong running wide, Mekong carrying everything we left on either side. Mekong don't remember names, Mekong don't keep time, Mekong just keeps moving through everything we call is in Saigon. The market opens early, and the women sell flowers and fruits and things I don't have names for. And the city smells like somewhere else entirely for about an hour before it remembers what it is. There are children here who have known nothing but this, and they play the way children play in the spaces between the things that happen, with a specific expertise in the finding of spaces that I have watched and tried to learn from. And I write it all down because writing it down makes it something that happened to a person who was paying attention rather than just something that happened. Saigon Sunday, flowers in the market. Saigon Sunday, children in the spaces. Saigon Sunday, the city remembering what it was before it was this. Saigon Sunday, the most beautiful hour of the most complicated place I have ever been. There's a cafe on the street whose name I can't pronounce correctly, where a man plays guitar every Sunday morning, songs I don't know in a language I don't speak. And I sit there every Sunday that I can and drink the coffee, which is the best coffee I have ever had in any country I have been to, for any reason. Saigon Sunday, Saigon Sunday. I wanna be clear that beauty and horror can exist in the same place at the same time, and that noticing the beauty is not the same as not noticing the horror. Both things are true here. Every Sunday morning in the flower market, both things at the same time. Saigon Sunday, flowers in the market. Saigon Sunday, children in the spaces. Saigon Sunday, the city remembering what it was before it was this. Saigon Sunday, the most beautiful hour of the most complicated place I have ever been. The burning season starts when someone gives an order in a language the fire doesn't speak. And the fire, being fire, does what fire does without consulting the seasons. The mathematics of it, the before and the after, and the particular silence of the after, which is different from ordinary silence. The way that certain kinds of absence are different from ordinary absence. Not present at the scene. Burning season, burning season. Down in Telfair County, where the peanut fields run flat, to the edge of the pine forest, and then the forest runs to the edge of everywhere. The draft board sits on the main street next to the hardware store. And the diner that's been there since before anybody can remember being born. In Telfair County, 67, 32 boys got the letter in the government window with the names in it. 31 of them were from the south end of the county, where the houses are a different kind of house than the north end. One was from the north end, and his daddy made some calls, which is a thing that daddies do on the north end of counties like Telfair. From the south end got on the bus that went where the buses went that year. And some came back, and some came back different, and some are on the wall in Washington. From Telfair County, south end. Georgia boy from the south end of things. Georgia boy, where the draft board pulls the strings. Georgia boys in the government window with your name in it on a Tuesday in the county where your daddy doesn't know anybody. Georgia boys. There's a name on the wall in Washington, James Earl Tatum, from the south end of Telfair County, who could fix any engine made between 1940 and 1968. Better than they send me to see. And now I'm back, and I have opinions about the thing they sent me to see, which apparently is not what they wanted when they sent me to see it. They want the grateful version, they want the flag version, they want the version that stands at the parade and waves at the thing that sent him on the bus in the first place. I can do that version, I know that version, I just don't have that version in me anymore. After the bus, and I find that the version I have is not welcome at certain tables, in certain houses, on certain sides of certain counties, which tells me something about certain tables in certain houses. The bus goes both ways, and I came back on it. The bus goes both ways, and I brought back what I saw. The bus goes both ways, and what I saw came back with me, inside me. It has opinions about the thing that put me on the bus. The bus goes both ways, both ways, both ways. I testified before a committee in Washington about the thing I saw after the bus. And the committee listened with the particular attention of people who have already decided. And I waited for you to finish before they tell you what they decided. The way you love something that disappointed you badly and that you believe in anyway, because the believing is what you do with the love when the love has nowhere else to go. I believe in it. I came back on the bus, I'm still here on the bus. Both ways. The bus goes both ways, and I came back on it. The bus goes both ways, and I brought back what I saw. The bus goes both ways, and what I saw came back with me, inside me, inside me, inside me, and has opinions about the thing that put me on the bus. The bus goes both ways, both ways. Ways. runs behind my daddy's house and has run there since before my daddy's house was my daddy's house. It runs the same whether you're there or not, which is the thing about creeks that I thought about a great deal in places that don't have Juniper Creek. When I got back, I went there before I went anywhere else. Before the house, before my mother, before the girl who waited, which she did before all of it. I went to the creek and sat on the same rock I sat on when I was 12, and I put my feet in, and the creek was cold, the way Juniper Creek is specifically cold in October. And I cried for the first time since I left, which seemed like the right place for that. And the creek didn't ask where I'd been or what I'd seen or why I was crying. The creek just ran the way Juniper Creek has always run since before my daddy's house was my daddy's house. Juniper Creek still running in October. Juniper Creek, cold the way it always was. Juniper Creek, where a man can sit on the same rock he sat on when he was 12 and be, for a minute, just be Juniper Creek. I went to the house after the creek, and my mother made the food the way she makes it, and my daddy didn't ask a lot of questions, which was the right thing to not ask. And the girl who waited was there, and we sat at the kitchen table, and I told them about the creek, about the rock, about the cold, and nobody said anything for a while, which was the right thing to not say. Every October for 30 years on the same rock, and the creek was always cold, the way Juniper Creek is specifically cold in October. And eventually the crying stopped, and I just sat and listened to the creek running the way it runs since before my daddy's house was my daddy's house. And that was enough. That was exactly enough. Juniper Creek still running in October. Juniper Creek, cold the way it always was. Juniper Creek, where a man can sit on the same rock he sat on when he was 12. Be for a minute, just be Juniper the same mud as everywhere. I have thought about this more than I expected to think about mud. But the mud doesn't know which side of the line it's on. The mud is just the mud. There was a man on the other side of something who looked at me across the something once, for longer than the looking usually goes before one of us moved. And I thought, he's about my age, he's about my size, he's in the same mud. And someone in an office somewhere decided that the mud was different mud, depending on which side of the line you were standing in it, and sent both of us into it to prove the point. The same mud, the same rain, the same age, the same pain, the same reason for wanting to go home. The same mother somewhere doing something ordinary, waiting. The same mud, the same mud, the same mud. I don't know what happened to him, the man from the other side of the something. He probably doesn't know what happened to me. We are both probably somewhere in the mud of ordinary life by now, doing something ordinary in the specific mud of our specific lives. Someday, the man from the other side of the something. I wanna sit in the same mud with him and drink something and not talk about the thing we were on opposite sides of, and talk about our mothers doing something ordinary in the same mud. We were always in the same mud. The same mud, the same rain, the same age, the same pain, the same reason for wanting to go home. The same mother somewhere doing something ordinary, waiting. The same mud, the same mud, the same mud. what maps are. And the map has a side, and the side determines which letters come through the government window with your name in them, and which letters are the other kind. Yeah. My father worked the loading dock in the same building for 22 years and never learned the name of the man who owned it, but knew the names of every man who worked it with him, and their sons are on the wall in Washington. And the owner's son is in Connecticut, in a house with a flag on the lawn. And I am not naive about the way the world works. I understand the mechanics of the map I was born onto, and the map he was born onto. I understand the mechanics completely, which is the thing that makes me what I am. About it, the wrong side of everything is exactly where I start. The wrong side of everything is where the best is cut. The wrong side of everything is where the government window finds your name without looking hard. The wrong side of everything is just the side where the map was drawn for someone else's convenience. The boy from the north end of whatever county you want to name is not a bad person. Let me be clear about that. He didn't draw the map, he was born onto it. Same as me, same as every boy from the loading dock side of everything. He just landed on the side that writes the letters instead of receiving them. Just the side where the map was drawn for someone else's convenience. They don't write songs about the ones who wait, which I have noticed since approximately the day I became one of the ones who wait, standing in the driveway, watching the bus take the corner, and then coming back inside to the particular silence of the inside after. I had a job at the diner, which I kept, and a mother who called every Sunday, which helped, and a letter every week, which I kept in a box in order, which is what you do when the letter is the person for 14 months. And I don't want your sympathy, I want you to know that the waiting is a thing that happens to real people in real houses who go to work and call their mothers and keep the letters in a box in order, while the world writes songs about the other part. We were waiting at the end of every letter. We were waiting at the end of every week. We were waiting in the driveway, in the kitchen, in the particular silence of the inside after. Nobody wrote the song about the waiting, so I'm writing it. We were waiting. He came back different, which I knew he would, and I had decided before he came back that different was fine, that I would love the different version the way I loved the version that got on the bus. And I did, and I do, but I wanna say it out loud that loving the different version is also a thing that happens to real people in real houses, and is also hard in its own way. Of every letter, we were waiting at the end of every week. We were waiting in the driveway and the kitchen and the particular silence of the inside after. We were waiting, and I wrote the song about the waiting because somebody had to. Different kind of letter than the kind I knew. Mine said report, his said regrets. Mine said Tuesday, his said not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Congressman's son went to college in the fall of the year. They sent me down the hall of the building on the corner with my name on the list of the ones who couldn't afford to be missed. Not like that. Not like that. Hey! They keep saying keep saying everyone pays the price. I keep looking at the list of names on the wall in Washington and counting the ones who couldn't afford college in the fall. It's somebody else's war. When your daddy knows somebody, it's somebody else's war. When the letter has a different kind of sorry, it's somebody else's war. When the sacrifice is always somebody else's son, somebody else's war. I knew a boy from the other side of town, the side with the big houses and the flag on the lawn, who didn't go for reasons that required a doctor's letter and a father who knew the doctor well enough to call him on a Sunday. He's in insurance now, which is fine. That's fine. Before the Tuesday happened, it's somebody else's war. When your daddy knows somebody, it's somebody else's war. When the letter has a different kind of sorry, it's somebody else's war. When the sacrifice is always somebody else's, somebody else's. I come from the place where the comfortable things get taken off. Every lesson came the hard way. Every scar came with a reason. Every season was the difficult one. Every season. You want to understand the engine, you have to understand the fire. You want to understand the reaching, you have to understand the why. The music hums a name, it's calling out to me. Her silhouette's a flame, wild and running free. Oh, she moves like whisper soft, yet bold as midnight's call. I'm caught within a spell, I'm falling, I'll risk it all. Table, you were doing something ordinary. There's a thing about October that I can't explain in summer, a particular quality of light that only that month has. And I've been in love with it my entire life, but this October I am mostly in love with you. What you mean, the light this month sits differently
on everything,
including you, including us. On the drive we took on Sunday, through the long way with the trees, it was on all of that.
And everything looked like a painting of itself, but real.
And I wanna stay here in this particular light
with you for as long as the light allows.
The thing about October is it doesn't last forever.
The thing about October is it's beautiful because it is.
The thing about October is there a version of this life where I made every different choice and ended up exactly here with the same face and the same voice? Is the road the thing that shapes you, or the shape that finds the road? Is the weight you carry chosen, or the choosing is the love? The mountain, and the mountain said it wasn't there to answer. I have asked the river, and the river said it only moves in one direction. And I have asked myself and gotten exactly the answer I deserve. The sum of every road not taken. I am the weight of every word unspoken. I am the fire that burned the careful timetable. I am the proof that nothing stays unbroken. Every choice, every consequence, every door, every recompense, every night, every morning after, every tear, every kind of This is the part of the story where the teller runs out of the words that were doing the work and has to find new ones. This is the part of the journey where the map becomes something you made yourself from the roads you actually traveled. I have given you the beginning, I have given you the middle, I have given you the difficult sections that the editors would cut. Now I give you this, the part that doesn't have a name yet, the part that is still becoming what it's going to be. And maybe that's the thing about a story worth the telling. It's never quite finished things that arrived with certainty. Here is what I know for certain. Every person in this room tonight has a version of this story that I will never hear, and I am grateful for every single one.
And this is the part
where everything that's been waiting steps forward.
we are still becoming.
We are still on the way.
We are still the morning
Of a long and beautiful day.
We are not the ending. We are not the close.
We are. I've been here before at this particular crossroads, with a different name and a similar face. And I've always been the one who kept on walking, always been the one who left without a trace. But tonight the road behind me feels like fiction, and the road ahead is everything I've earned. And you're standing there like every lesson that I should have already learned. Is this love, or is it everything that love becomes when you stop pretending you're immune? When the walls you built with such deliberate patience come apart like paper in the room, where somebody finally tells the truth, where somebody finally drops the careful, where somebody looks across and says, I see you, and means it. Is this love? Is this the real thing? Is this the feeling that the songs have always been about? Because if it is, I'm done with going around, and I'm done with
everything contained, the things you couldn't carry in the daylight, so they drained into the place below the floor of every waking hour, and built themselves a kingdom out of distance and of power. Sweet dreams are made of everything you hide. Sweet dreams are made of everything inside. Who am I to disagree? I'll travel the world in the 7 seas, looking for the thing that's already me. Sweet the dream and sweet the fire, sweet the distance and desire, sweet the thing you cannot name, sweet the everything the same, sweet and burning, sweet and still, sweet the dream, sweet the will, sweet, sweet, sweet. She moves through the room like a weather system, like something that's been building for a while. Every eye adjusting to accommodate her, every conversation pausing for her smile. She's been collecting all the stories of the city. She's been folding them and keeping them like maps. She knows exactly where the treasure and the sorrow are buried under all the beautiful gaps. And she dances like the night belongs to her, and she dances like the morning is a rumor, and she dances like she knows something that the rest of us yet to learn. Gold and silver spinning in the light, gold and silver burning through the night. Everything she touches turns to something bright. Gold and silver, gold and silver, gold and silver light. I have watched this town divide.
Every morning I wake up and I ask the ceiling if today's the day the emptiness stops being this feeling. Every mirror shows me someone I don't quite recognize, someone doing all the right things with the wrong things in his eyes. I have chased the kind of living that looks good from a distance. I have smiled across the rooms of my own careful resistance. I have given giving everyone the version that requires no explaining, while the version that is real sits in the corner, slowly fading. So tell me, is there somebody out there who sees it, who sees all of it, and stays? Does somebody love me? Not the careful version, not the Sunday morning service. Does somebody love me all the way down to the part that doesn't know how to be found? Does somebody love me? I was taught that asking questions was a sign of something broken. I was taught to keep the difficult and delicate unspoken. Hey! Pour it on me! Take me to the top of something beautiful tonight. Take me somewhere past the edge of ordinary life. I've been saving up this feeling for a reason. I have been cold for a very long time now. I have been careful for a very long time now. I have been measuring every single step against the cost of every single risk, and I am done. I am absolutely done with being cold. Something ignited around 10 o'clock in the place behind the careful where the real things live. And the real thing said, stop counting, stop measuring, stop being so precisely afraid of being alive. Hot-blooded, check it and see. Got a fever burning right through me. Hot-blooded, every degree. Hot-blooded, that's what I'll be. Urgent, the feeling urgent. a truck that takes him everywhere but home. They steal an hour Tuesday when the dinner rush is over, and call it all they need because it's all they've ever known. She keeps a photograph inside the visor of his truck. He keeps a letter in his wallet that she wrote when they were stuck. In that winter when the money ran completely out of road, and the only thing they had was every promise that they hold. And they hold it, God, they hold it, like the holding is the thing that keeps the world from splitting at the seam. We were made for this, for the beautiful, difficult, ordinary bliss. We were made for this, for the highway and the heartache and the kiss. We were made for this, for all of this. 20 years go past the way that 20 years will do, with the Tuesday hours adding up to something that is true. And the photograph is faded and the letter's lost its fold. I thought I saw a vision on the water of the life I meant to live before the fear set in like weather and rearrange the landscape into something I could manage from right here, where everything is reasonable and measured, where the risk is calibrated and contained, where I've been waiting for the signal to start living, while the life I meant to live has been the rain. And synthesize a hum, the kind of knowing, and the melody arrived from somewhere west, of everything the careful life had taught me, and somewhere
was built for something larger than the life they planned that day. Every cage they ever put me in, I wore it like a crown. Every wall they ever built for me, I made my altar ground. They said the fire in my eyes was just a temporary flame. They said the voices that I carried would eventually sound the same. But the voices never quieted, they multiplied instead. And every single one of them is everything I said. So let them talk, let them build their walls. We are the fire that cannot be contained. We are the thunder and the flood and the rain. We are the voice that echoes down the years. We are the laughter and the beautiful tears. We are alive. 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 I have sung for the forgotten in the corners of the world. I have sung for the magnificent and the story still untold. I have given everything I had to every single night, and I would do it all again because this is the life. So let them talk, let them talk. Are you with me tonight? I said, are you with me? We are the fire that cannot be contained. We are the thunder and the flood and the rain. We are the voice that echoes down the years. We are the laughter
silence of the years of being careful has been building into something slightly less than grateful. And I've been quiet, I've been patient, I've been gracious about every single thing you gave, and then you took. And now I'm done. I am every word you said I couldn't say. I am every road you said I couldn't take. I am every night you said was not for me. I am everything you said I couldn't be. Everything, I don't need your validation or your map or your permission. I don't need your careful editing of my particular vision. I just need the room.
I've been running through the cities and the years and the miles. I've been wearing all the faces and rehearsing all the smiles. I've been everything they asked me to be, everywhere they said. But I've carried this one question like a stone inside my chest.
Is there something on the other side?
Of all this careful living,
Is there something being held back?
by the fear of the giving? Is there someone in the darkness who can show me something real? Because I've learned every language, but I haven't learned to feel.
I wanna know,
I wanna know,
I wanna know,
I wanna know. I woke up this morning with electricity inside my chest. I didn't plan this feeling, didn't study, didn't prep. The whole thing arrived without an invitation or a warning, like a perfect stranger kicking down the door on a Tuesday morning. The synthesizer told me something I already knew, that today was gonna be the kind of day that only comes to those who don't ask why. Just point their face toward the beautiful and fly. Right now, this moment, right here, jump into the feeling, jump into the light, jump into the beautiful, ridiculous right. Jump and let the music catch you on the way. Jump because it's Tuesday. Jump because it's today. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, jump, jump. She was watching from the balcony, the way that certain people watch, like the watching is a lane. There are things that last forever, and there are things that last tonight. And I have spent a lifetime learning which of these was ever right. You came in like the former, and you left like the latter. And the space between those two things is where everything that matters. I have loved you in the summer, in the particular way summer lasts. I have loved you in the winter, when love requires more. keep arriving with the particular indifference of everything surviving, everything surviving, everything except the feeling that the feeling might come back, that the window might light up again against the winter black. So what do I do with something this real in a world that keeps moving and teaching me to feel? I would give the years, I would give the miles, I would give the... She moves through the room like a weather system, like something that's been building for a while. Every eye adjusting to accommodate her, every conversation pausing for her smile. She's been collecting all the stories of the city. She's been folding them and keeping them like maps. She knows exactly where the treasure and the sorrow are buried under all the beautiful gaps. And she dances like the night belongs to her. And she dances like the morning is a rumor. She dances like she knows something that the rest of us are yet to learn. Gold and silver spinning in the light, gold and silver burning through the night. Everything she touches turns to something bright. Gold and silver, gold and silver, gold and silver light. I have watched this town devour its darlings. I have watched the bright ones slowly turn to gray, but she moves through it all. I woke up this morning Every morning I wake up and I ask the ceiling if today's the day the emptiness stops being this feeling. Every mirror shows me someone I don't quite recognize, someone doing all the right things with the wrong things in his eyes.
I have chased the kind of living
that looks good from a distance.
I have smiled across the rooms
Of my own careful resistance, I have given everyone the version that requires no explaining, while the version that is real sits in the corner slowly fading.
So tell me,
is there somebody
out there,
somebody out there
sees it,
who sees all of it and stays? Does
somebody love me?
not the careful version, not the
Sunday morning
surface? Does
somebody love me?
all the way down to the part that doesn't know how to be found? Does somebody
love me?
I was taught that asking questions was a sign of something broken. I was taught to keep the difficult and delicate unspoken, but the unspoken has been building like a pressure in a vessel. And tonight I'm done pretending that the silence ever helped me settle. So I'm
Asking
is there somebody
anywhere
who doesn't need me perfect, who just needs me here?
Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
Do you need it?
God, I need it.
Say it louder.
I need somebody.
Say it louder.
I need somebody.
Somebody love.
Does somebody
Love me.
not the careful version, not the Sunday morning surface?
Does somebody love me?
All the way down to the part that doesn't know how to be found. Does somebody love me? Does somebody love me?
Does somebody?
I keep the window open on your side of the bed, not because I think you're coming back, but because the closing of it feels like something I'm not ready to do yet. There's a photograph I keep inside a book, so I don't have to decide every day whether I'm strong enough to look at it or honest enough to put it away. And the strange thing is I'm fine most of the time. I'm completely fine, except for the moments when I'm not. And in those moments I would give everything, every careful year, every reasonable thing. I would give the whole reasonable life I built to feel the unreasonable, wonderful, terrible weight of it one more time. My friends tell me that time does what it does, and I believe them because they're right. But time does its work. The dancers on the platform have been dancing since the war. The music keeps on playing, but nobody knows what for. The lights keep changing color, every color looks the same, and everyone is beautiful, and no one knows your name. The satellite is watching from its orbit in the blue. It sees 10,000 faces and it can't distinguish you. But somewhere in the data, in the numbers and the code, there's a frequency that carries everything you've ever known. So put on your dancing shoes for the end of something. Put on your dancing shoes for the start of something else. Your dancing shoes, 'cause the music doesn't care about anything except the music. Let's dance to the end of the world tonight. Let's dance in the beautiful fading light. Let's dance
where the real things live. And the real things said, stop counting, stop measuring, stop being so precisely afraid of being alive. Hot-blooded, check it and see. Got a fever burning right through me. Hot-blooded, every degree. Hot-blooded, that's what I'll be. Urgent, the feeling, urgent, the fire, urgent, the distance between me and desire. Urgent, the moment, urgent, the need, urgent, the everything setting me free. Urgent, urgent, urgent. I can see it in the way the whole room shifts when you arrive. Like the temperature decided that it wanted to be alive. I have seen 100 rooms, but this room tonight is the only one that's ever felt like mine.
You called me at 11 from a number I don't know. You said you had a proposition and a place to go. I said I'd heard that overture approximately twice before. You said this time was different. I said, what's it different for? The city has a grammar and you haven't learned the rules. The city has a language and it isn't meant for fools. You speak it with an accent that's approximately right, but approximately right won't get you through tonight. So call me if you think you've got the nerve. Call me if you think you've got what's up. Call me anytime you want, but know exactly what
The purple of the midnight and the gold of what comes after are the only colors painting this particular chapter. I have lived inside the ordinary long enough to know that the extraordinary lives exactly where the boundaries go.
Take the crown that no one gave you. Take the throne that no one built. Take the kingdom of your own design without the guilt. Every genius was a stranger before the world caught on. Every light you see above you was the dark before the dawn. And tonight,
We don't ask permission.
tonight,
We are the only vision.
tonight, the music is the mission.
And we are.
Let's go all the way up to where the music lies. Let's go all the way up.
Give everything it gives.
Let's go all the way up, all the way up. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
In the morning when they ask you what it was that happened here, tell them that the music opened something that was closed in fear. Tell them that the groove was larger than the careful and the small. Tell them that you gave it everything and gave everything your all. You have a quiet that I want to live inside of. The particular silence between your words that says more than the words themselves. I have been standing at the edge of that quiet for long enough that the edges started to feel like where I live. In my dreams you are always just arriving, never quite arrived. And the almost of it is more beautiful than most real things. But last Tuesday you arrived. habit of saying the efficient thing instead of the true thing. And the efficient thing is rarely the true thing. And I have been standing in the gap between them for so long that I've mistaken the gap for the whole story. What I said last Tuesday was the efficient thing, and you heard it in the efficient way. And we moved on in the efficient way that we sometimes move through things that deserve better. This is the better, because what I meant to say was something that required more courage than I had on Tuesday. But I have it now, and you deserve it now. What I meant to say was that I see you. What I meant to say was every part of you. What I meant to say was that the ordinary days, the ones we don't remember, are my favorite ones because you're in them. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. You have a memory for the things I mean, even when I say the other thing. And I've been relying on that for longer than is fair. So consider this. I think we've been here before, standing at this particular door, with the same argument, wearing different clothes, and the same ending that everybody knows.
I think you see the argument. I think you miss the point. The door isn't the problem, it's the hand upon the joint.
The way you hold it open,
Like it's already decided, like the conversation's over.
before I've been invited.
But here we are again,
Here we are, both holding something real,
something real.
both too stubborn to admit that what we feel is more than this. We are the argument that always ends in this.
We are the difficult,
And necessary blitz.
we are every fight that neither one can win.
We are everything that keeps us coming
Back again.
I learned to build the walls from watching walls get built,
I learned to hold the distance
from a lifetime carrying the guilt
of wanting too much from things,
that only gave so much back.
and I put that all on you.
And that's a fact. I learned to leave before I could be left behind.
I learned to call it freedom.
What was actually just blind. smiles. I've been everything they asked me to be, everywhere they said. But I've carried this one question like a stone inside my chest. Is there something on the other side of all this careful living? Is there something being held back by the fear of the giving? Is there someone in the darkness who can show me something real? Because I've learned every language, but I haven't learned to feel. Hey, I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know what it is that everybody else seems to have, that I keep almost reaching, that I keep almost living. I wanna know what love is. Not the careful Sunday version, not the safe and simple surface. I wanna know what love is, all the way down where it's real, all the way down where you feel. I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know what love is. There was someone in the winter who got closer than the rest, who got past the careful armor to the something in my chest.
In the kingdom of the endless night, where the dragons guard the ancient light, there is a road that only fools would take, and only kings survive to see the break of morning on the other side, where everything the darkness tried to hide is burning like 1,000 suns for those whose race has finally been run. They gave me nothing but a sword of words and told me that the world was for the herds, who follow and who never ask the cost, who calculate the profit and the loss. But I was built for something past the wall, for something past the final curtain call, for something that the careful never find, that lives exactly where they drew the line. And the rainbow in the dark is the only kind of light that finds you when you've given everything you have tonight, and still you rise. We ride the dragon through the dark. We carry fire in our hearts. We are the holy and the wild. We are the warrior and the child. We ride, we burn, we burn, we burn. We are the fire that will never turn. We ride, we ride. of the ordinary life, the castle made of compromise.
Tonight I am a comet and I'm burning through the sky. Tonight I am the lightning and I'm not about to die. Tonight I am the engine and the fire and the wheels. Tonight I am the everything that everything reveals. Since approximately birth, I've been carrying this energy around the whole of Earth. Tonight the dam is breaking and the water's running free, and I am absolutely everything that I was meant to be. Don't try to stop me, don't try to slow me down. Don't try to anchor me to anything that keeps me on the ground. I'm burning, I'm flying, I'm spinning tonight. I'm golden and fast and bright. I'm every good feeling that ever existed. I'm every great night that never got listed. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive tonight. I am the temperature of perfect summer nights. I am the frequency of only green lights. Carrying this energy around the whole of Earth. And tonight the dam is breaking and the water's running free, and I am absolutely everything that I was meant to be. Don't try to stop me, don't try to slow me down. Don't try to anchor me to anything that keeps me on the ground. I'm burning, I'm flying, I'm spinning tonight. I'm everything golden and fast and bright. I'm every good feeling that ever existed. I'm every great night that never got listed. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive tonight.
Is this the life I chose, or the life that chose me? Is the man in the mirror the man I meant to be? I have followed every map that anyone has drawn, and arrived at every destination strangely more alone. There is something in the darkness that the daylight cannot reach. There is something in the silence between everything I speak, and I've carried it so carefully for such a long, long time that I'm not sure anymore where the carrying ends and I begin. Is there a version of this life where I made every different choice and ended up exactly here with the same face and the same voice? Is the road the thing that shapes you, or the shape that finds the road? Is the weight you carry chosen, or the choosing is the there to answer. I have asked the river, and the river said it only moves in one direction. And I have asked myself and gotten exactly the answer I deserve. Every consequence, every door, every recompense, every night, every morning after, every tear, every kind of laughter. And I would not change a single burning moment, and I would not trade a single scar for comfort, and I would not go back even if the road allowed it, because the man I am required everything that made him. The answer is the living. The answer is the day. The answer is the showing up and refusing to stay away. The answer is the difficult. The answer is the cost. The answer is the everything you thought you'd already lost. I am here. I am standing in the middle of it all. I am here. I am. Come on!
somewhere easy. I don't come from somewhere soft. I come from the place where the comfortable things get taken off. Every lesson came the hard way. Every scar came with a reason. Every season was the difficult one. Every season. You want to understand the engine, you have to understand the fire. You want to understand the reaching, you have to understand the wire. The thing that holds you to the ground when everything is telling you to run. The thing that makes you face the morning after everything is done. This isn't anger, this is something past anger. This is the other side of everything that anger tried to be. I don't break, I don't bend, I don't stop at the beginning of the end. I don't quit, I don't fold, I have everything the difficult years made and sold. I don't break, I don't bend, I don't stop. with nothing but a melody and time to waste. Put on my boots and my attitude and hit the street at a reasonable pace. The city had that feeling, like the whole thing was about to ignite. Like every single corner was the beginning of a very good night. Now I've been around this circuit approximately one too many times. I know the places where the good stuff lives and where it crosses into something sublime. But tonight was something different, like the frequency had shifted half a tone. Like the whole town got together and decided not to leave me alone. And I don't know what's happening, but I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm following this feeling all the way to where it's going. Ride it, ride the groove tonight. Ride it till the morning light. Ride it like you on the floor. Ride it like you never ridden before. Ride it. I have been fluent in several languages since childhood, but love has always been a second language to me. I understand the grammar, I can read the conjugations, but the speaking of it in the moment, without a dictionary, without preparation, has always cost me more than I expected. You are the first person who made me want to practice, not because you demanded it, but because you spoke it so naturally that I felt the lack of my own fluency as something I wanted to correct. And I have been practicing since approximately the second conversation, where I said something careful when I meant something enormous, and watched you understand the enormous thing. Anyway, I am learning your language, word by careful word. I am learning your language, the most important thing I've heard. I am learning how to say in your And the radio's full of everything that sounds like you. And I've been driving since the sun went down, with nothing but the white lines, and the feeling that I'd rather be 1,000 miles away. If 1,000 miles away is where you are. I know I should have said it when the saying was easy. I know I should have stayed when the staying made sense. But the easy times and the making sense times have always been the times I chose the other thing. And tonight I'm choosing you. If you let me through the door, I've got nothing except the miles, except the wanting, except the absolute refusal to spend one more night not saying this. We'll drive all night to get to where you are. I will drive all night past every sleeping town and every star. I will drive all night with nothing but the warning and the road. I will drive all night and show up at your door with everything I owe, every mile, every night. Drive all night. The exits all look the same at 4 in the morning, and I've passed 100, and I'm not stopping, because stopping means something I'm not ready to mean. And you're 3 exits away now, and the piano in my chest is playing something that sounds like your name. I have carried every version of this story through the cities and the highways and the years. I have handed it to strangers at the counter. I have drowned it and I've dried it with my tears. But the story keeps on finding its way back to me, like a letter with no postmark and no name. And I'm starting to believe it has a reason, and the reason has been with me all the same.
feels like more than I can say. So I give it everything, every breath I have, every single thing. I've been saving up for this. This is the moment, this is the sound, this is the feeling before it comes down. This is the mountain, this
noticed you before you noticed me, in the particular way that changes everything. The way the room rearranges its priorities without asking anyone's permission. I noticed how you laughed at something small, like the small thing genuinely delighted you, and how you looked around to see if anyone had caught it, and how I had. I have been the kind of person who moves carefully through everything, measuring the distance between wanting and wanting to be wrong. But something about the Tuesday afternoon light and the way you laughed at nothing made the measuring feel like something I could put away for once. So here I am, without a map, without a reason except the reason, standing right in front of me. I wanna know every ordinary thing about you, every Tuesday afternoon version, every unremarkable, beautiful thing. I wanna know the stories that you tell at midnight and the ones you never tell at all. I wanna know everything, 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 everything. I know that this is the part where the careful person says